Hello and welcome to this beautiful practice I am going to guide you through called a womb massage. It is external and it is created in such a way with the flow with the lymphatic system of our body, the waters of our body and the toning of our uterine area, as well as all the ligaments around the abdomen, to be able to help bring a lot more blood flow into the uterus, the ovaries, as well as relax the body in a way that if there is any tilting forward or back or to the side of the uterus, which is very common for many women, there's an opportunity for that to come back into alignment. Because when the uterus is misaligned, there is not as much flow going there. So it could be tilted forward or it could be tilted back, or sometimes when we've got hips that are one hip is up and one hip is down, which is again very common. That just leads to stagnation over a period of time, as well as other conditions of the area. So get yourself comfortable. You will need an area to lie down. We will start upright just for a short little while, but an area to lie down. Have some cushions to prop underneath your knees, and then it'll also be used for underneath your sacrum, so you're actually lifting up your bottom. Or if you've got access to a bolster, you can use a bolster or thick rolled out towels, but we pretty much want a pillow or thick rolled up towels to be about this big and in thickness. Also have some oil handy. That's going to be important to slide and glide across the body to help facilitate the massage. So let us begin, my friends. First and foremost, actually I'll say at any time point, if you are drawn in a certain part of the technique that feels really good, or it feels like you know that you can spend more time there to get more benefit, all I want you to do is just reach over, press pause, and take your time in that technique. So follow your intuition and your wisdom, and then just hit resume and just continue. Okay, beautiful heart. Let's start off by connecting to the heart space and the womb space. So just placing a hand on your lower belly and a hand on your heart space, and just very gently we're going to be rocking forward and back, forward and back. We're going to add the breath, breathing in as the heart space reaches forward. Exhale as we lean back into the back of the belly area. And letting that breath in be long, smooth, and uninterrupted. And noticing that the breath in the body is creating an oval shape. Breathing in the life force of the atmosphere, the atmospheric breath of all that there is and sustains life on our earth. And we take this in, we're communing life force into the body to meet the spark of life that lives within. And as we exhale, that took over the wholeness of our body of being, our universal body, gets released into a greater whole to be taken up for nourishment, for other life and new life on our planet. And feel the connection between the back of the tailbone and the softness of that front of the vaginal, or the labia area, I should say, around the pubic mound. So there is this beautiful forward and back rocking. And taking a nice deep breath in, lifting the head all the way up, tailbone down, connecting the heavenly and earthly elements through the body. And taking the hands to the outside of the knees and rolling right into the back of the body, moving towards the left, the front, and the right. So your left, your front, your right, which might look opposite on the screen, but I don't mirror this because the way that the energies move and the way that we activate the body needs to be in these directions, because this also helps move the energy around the digestive system, the elimination system, the massaging of the colon, the left and right side, the ascending and descending of the colon, to help with proper elimination, which is so important for our hormonal health and our balance. As we pause here, now we can take that in the opposite direction, leaning back and feeling the connection of both your sitting bones, your tailbone, and the fleshy mound of the labia. So let the circles come from the pelvis, not the chest, the shoulders, but from the pelvis. And now taking a nice deep breath in, lifting the crown of the head, drawing the tailbone down again, and feeling this beautiful long suspension. Wonderful. From here, let's take our hands and give them a rub and give them a nice big shake. And just bring those hands slightly together without touching, and just notice the energy that you've created between your two hands. Play with this energy. This is your life force energy, your electromagnetic field. And then just start taking that and just washing your face. Just washing the face, the head, the hair, the back of the neck. Taking your fingers and just stroking down either side of the spine over the top of the shoulders. So this is part of the lymphatic system. And from here we can also now start taking the hands down. So from the back of the neck, bringing them down to the front of the breast area. I forgot to mention earlier that do this practice without having a bra on. So if you do have a bra on, just pause the video, remove it, and resume. And so as we're massaging to the front of the nipples, we're now going to pull from the back, so from the armpits, and pull forward to the side of the nipples. Our breast area is part of our reproductive space. And for a woman's body, the breast area is considered the positive polarity between the vagina, or our reproductive space of the uterus and the vagina and the heart space. So we take the attention here first, and then we're lifting lift that breast area up. So you'll just see that I'm just rolling through my wrists and palms of my hands. I'm using this scooping motion to roll up and around the breast area. We women might wear underwire bras, which actually cuts into the meridians from the nipples that travel down into the ovaries as a communication highway. And we also can store tension around the rib cage, especially emotional heartache. We want to protect ourselves, so we can fortify the heart space. But this is about opening and expanding that. Excuse me. Beautiful. And from here, we can lie down now and spend about 10 minutes massaging the breast area. So you can do figure 8 circles. If there was any of the breast strokes that you really liked, you can bring more of that into it. But just take the moment to just be with yourself and massage the whole breast area in a way that feels beautiful for you. And if you wish to use oil, you can bring some oil into your practice now. I'm going to pause the video because what I love is you get into your intuitive space, not my voice guiding you, but I want you to be guided into your intuitive space for the next little while. You don't even need to time, but when you feel that you've had enough, all you do is just from pause, press play again, and we'll get to that next state. It's so important for you to follow the intuitive guidance of connecting with your breast area. Okay, welcome back, beautiful woman. I hope you're feeling super lush as a result of connecting with your precious heart space, breast space. We're going to take a lie down on the floor, the bed, the couch, wherever you are situated. And lifting up the top and drawing your pants down. And the way that we work with this instruction is the whole belly area is like a clock face. So the top here, underneath the sternum, is the 12 o'clock position. And then we go to the left side. So it's like you're looking down your body, and to the left is going to be the 3 o'clock position. Down the bottom, right to the pubic mound, is a 6 o'clock position. And to the right is the 9 o'clock position. So we are going to start drawing circles from the 12 o'clock, 3, 6, 9 o'clock position. And another way to say that is just from the top to the left, to the bottom, and to the right. And you can use a bit of force through the palm of your hand, because we're going to be digging under the rib cage and into the hip crest. So we're just preparing the body to start off with. You might want to use one hand or both hands, but just feel the bony structure that surrounds and encases your organs, your precious organs. The stomach, the liver, the gallbladder, the spleen, the kidneys at the back, the reproductive space, our uterus or our womb space. Beautiful. And bring it up to the top now and putting in 2 fingers quite deeply, about 3 fingers down, put 2 fingers in. Now, if this is tight here, you've got a tight diaphragm. which means that you're not breathing as effectively because there's tightness there. We're holding anxiousness, we're holding tension, and so we need to release that. So we start drawing circles for about 30 seconds in one direction. That's if it's really, really tight. And then just soften it. And then you come back in and you draw circles in the opposite direction for about 30 seconds. And then you take the palm of your hand and again you come around in that position of drawing big clock face circles. Precious heart, now what we're going to do is from the 12 o'clock to the 3 o'clock, so running down the left side of the rib cage, we dig the fingers in. So don't be afraid to dig the fingers all the way in because we are releasing the tension of the ligaments and the tendons that that run from this side to this side. So there's a cross stitch that happens of ligaments, and also from the rib cage to the back of the hip and vice versa. So from the front of the hip to the back of the ribs. And so the uterus or the womb space then has these ligaments like a hammock that is suspended. And it's like any hammock after a while can start becoming lax or it can start moving to one side. And so this is what we're focusing on today. So we take our fingers and underneath we start palpitating. And if you're feeling any tension whatsoever, you stop and you give it a little up and down, up and down, up and down, until that starts to release. And then you keep going down. So dig the fingers in all the way down across the soft fleshy bit and then into the pelvic crest. So again, dig deep. Now if you're ovulating, you might actually feel that there's a little bit of a twinge or a pang. So just be gentle. If you know you're ovulating, don't push in so hard. If you've got other conditions like, or you're going through IVF, so there is a lot of more inflammation in the body, be gentle. Endometriosis, any kind of other conditions, please use your intuition. And so we draw all the way down, all the way to the pubic mound, so come quite low, and then move over the top of the pubic bone, dig your fingers in, and then take it around to that opposite side. So digging in to the side and bringing it back up again. So again, pause the video and take it around just once, but I want you to be really slow and intentional. And if there are any little tight nodules, spend your time here and just massaging these out before you continue. I'm guiding this video not on my timeline, but your timeline, which is why you can stop and then I can start the next practice, the next part of the practice. So bringing that all the way around. Beautiful. So once you've done that, you can take the palm of your hand and you just keep creating big circles around the belly. And again, to the left, down, and the right. Wonderful. So from here, we are now going to open up the lymphatic system around the groin area. So you can lift up your legs. I'll just lift up one to show you and come right into the middle of that groin area and start to massage. Massage the inner thigh leading up to the labia or the outer labia, and also internally, so further up the thigh as well. So getting your oil and massaging it through, bringing that skin down Now, if you have time in your massage, you can also lift your leg up and massage the whole leg down, back of the knee. So this is more than just a woo massage, because this is the sacred waters of our body. And so we want to make sure that the way that we eliminate, which is through going to the toilet for our urine as well as our feces, that's how we eliminate toxins from the body. So massaging through inner side of the groin. Again, pausing the video and taking as much time as you need at this point. Beautiful. We're now going to bring in the bolster and place the bolster right up underneath the bottom. So right up where the sacrum is. So you can actually access with your hand, you can access the back, and you can also access that there's a dipping down of the uterus. So there is a leaning in. So from here, beautiful sweet woman, taking your hands, taking some oil, and just start massaging across your back. I like to use the back of my hands because they're more bony, and it means that I can get more of a deeper massage. And then I mix it up with my hands, okay? So take your time in massaging. Bringing that energy down, scooping from the back down to the front. So you're going, and you can also use some soft fists. So coming up and drawing that all the way down. I'm just going to lower down my legs so you can see better, and just pulling that beautiful body, skin, fluid down. And then lifting up your knees, and this next little, you can lift up both your knees. I'm just going to lift up one to show you. But we're going to do little kitty paws. So we're going to take the fingers, and what we're going to do is like little kitty cat paws. We're going to bring, digging in quite deep. I'm going to need some oil. Better. And digging in. But your leg, this leg is going to be raised. I'm just doing it this way so I can show you. So just dig in. These little kitty cat. And again, be mindful if you are ovulating, you don't want to go in so deep. If you are menstruating, don't lift up your hips in this position, because we want a downward flow of the energy. Okay, so if you're menstruating and you want a belly massage, don't be on the bolster, just be lying down and just keep drawing circles, and downward flow direction is most important. But any other time, so kitty cat paws, and let's just bring that up towards the belly button. Taking some beautiful, long, smooth breaths, and evoking just a sense of softness, of flow, of comfort, of care and soothing and love. And we're just taking the energy below the belly button. We don't want to go above into the digestive space, the upper digestive space. We want to be low. Beautiful. And from here now we draw circles in the lower part of the belly. I got caught up with my eyes closed and the computer just went on to sleep on me. So I'm just going to repeat what I said, that if you have got your period and you're bleeding, we want that downward motion, okay? So I'm pretty sure that was videotaped. So what we do is just go around and take your time, but we only want to be stroking up just to the lower triangle of the body. We don't want to come up to the top and just all the way, just up to about here. And so use these little pad paw motions, and you can go quite deep to lift and tone the body, and then draw circles in a clockwise direction only around the lower body, just up to the belly. Beautiful. And from here, take your hand to your heart space and start reinvigorating the breast space. You lift up, take the bolster down, so the bolster now can be where your knees are, and start massaging around your breast area again, and start bringing the energy down the body, scooping it down the body. Down the sides. Gently crossing over. And just take your time here again. You can pause the video if you like. And take your time. And then to close off, just hold your hand on your belly and on your heart space. A lot of times when I do this at night time and I'm in bed, I then just like to roll on the side and put a pillow between my thighs and just rest into a beautiful sleep and lull into a beautiful sleep. So use this precious time, my friends, to connect to the sacred waters as well as the heart and the womb space and this precious connection that you have. Bringing peace into our practice today and staying here for as long as you need. Wishing you sacred flow in all of your creation.